Fake spirituality or artificial spirituality. If you look around, you will see, and if you really dig deep, you'll realize most of the people are faking spirituality. It's a part of their social identity. Spirituality is becoming a part of social identity. Associating with a religion or being fanatic about a religion or being fanatic about spirituality. People traveling to spiritual places. I also travel, but the purpose is different. People travel, suddenly there's a Sunday and let's go to Vrindavan. People in the National Capital Region, Delhi, let's go to Vrindavan, let's go to Rishikesh. I was talking to this shopkeeper in Rishikesh the other day, and his is one of the most oldest and prominent shop in Swargashram area in Rishikesh. I think Vishnu Pustak Bhandar, very close to Parmat Niketan, and he's almost about to close down his shop. He was telling these people from National Capital Region, they have spoiled the entire sanctity of Rishikesh. The kind of crowd which used to come to Rishikesh, now it's all about eating, it's like a fair. Come and eat, do rafting, take photos, selfies. I said nothing spiritual. The entire crowd is completely changed since this National Capital Region has literally raided Rishikesh. I told him they have raided Vrindavan also. So this is all fake spirituality. A lot of people say this is step one. People will moving towards spirituality, so they will start going. But what I'm trying to say, whatever the path they must be following or the process, or it may be like an initiation that they are visiting these places, but it's all fake spirituality. The point I'm trying to bring out is, I'm not blaming someone that they're doing like this, but the point is that people don't want to realize what is to be really done. How can they evolve spiritually where they are? Or if they go somewhere, then what is the spiritual aspect of that place, and how do they take that from that place? It's not about going to Rishikesh to do river rafting or eating chaat and tikki and overcrowding on the bridge, taking selfies, not sensitive to the environment, not sensitive to the place. Like if you go to ashram, they say maintain silence. So if you go to a spiritual place, you say maintain silence, have certain kind of behavior. People have no idea about that. They don't want to be sensitive to the requirements of that place. They are like wild. So it's all fake spirituality that then they will come and say, I went to Vrindavan, I went to spirit. So the main point which I'm trying to bring is, like, I have written a book on meditation, but people will not spend 300 rupees to buy a book on meditation. They'll find it a useless expenditure. But the moment they will go to Vrindavan, they'll spend, quite a few thousand of rupees on eating and on sundry stupid random expenses. But if they really want to spend 300 rupees, like, I will give you another example. There's one guy who calls me, says, I have been evolving spiritually. And he spoke to me for hours. And then, somebody asked me, why don't you teach? You take a course. I said, I've written a book, read it. 300 rupees, one book. Read it, you will get all the information, and after that you can discuss if you want. But they will spend hours talking, blah, blah, blah. They will discuss all their stupid nonsense problems in life, and then they'll say they are spiritual. But if I tell them read the book, somebody told, I know I don't read books. I also don't read books. But if you are really serious about evolving spiritually, why can't you read one book? In my YouTube, I have 25,000 followers. So somebody said, oh, you have a very good market. So it's a spiritual channel. Your book will be sold there. And I can tell you, literally, hardly 10 books must have been sold due to my YouTube channel. So it's all fake. People want entertainment. So people who are watching YouTube, they are doing free entertainment. They're not really gaining knowledge. They're just sitting and watching YouTube. People are digital addicts. I am also an addict in a way because I'm creating content and I'm watching because of, for me, it's like a profession now. But I'm talking about people who are watching content. Are they really using it as an enabler, as a tool to evolve themselves? Are they learning and they're practicing in life or not? If you keep only watching and don't practice it, like in Tat Wale Baba's videos, he's made a statement, a very clear statement that you can't keep just listening. You have to practice it. If you have to bring it in your life, if you don't do that, then you are only faking. You are only telling the world I'm spiritual. Bullshit, you are spiritual. You are not. You are only faking it. You have just created an identity. I don't have anybody who's spiritual doesn't have to say I'm spiritual. It's very personal. You don't have to go and declare it. The spirituality is not for creating an identity. Spirituality is not for declaring that you are spiritual. You just be spiritual. When you are spiritual people, the whole world will come and say you are spiritual. You don't have to go and sell. In fact, I have to tell I am not spiritual because people tell me you become very spiritual, but I have to tell no, I have not become spiritual. I am living a normal life. So there are people who, who say we have become spiritual. I am spiritual. I have these vices. Someone says I smoke, I drink, but I'm spiritual. Somebody says I do this and do that, bad things, but then they say I'm spiritual. What nonsense! What are you're fooling yourself? So there's a whole lot of fake spirituality, and around that is spun a big spiritual empire, which is commercial. So this commercial empire, spiritual empires are flourishing because of fools who think they are spiritual, and they're making a fool out of them, and they're making big money. So that's what this whole Maya is all about, the whole illusion. So I only try to, trigger a thought in people that don't be fake spiritual, understand real spirituality, spend sincere effort for that, don't go around beating the bush. Thanks.